Hello and welcome back to the Legend of PikVille Heavy Industries. This week, we also welcome a new sponsor. Today's episode is proudly sponsored by Scapegoats Are Us, the world's leading provider of professional blame management services. For over 25 years, Scapegoats Are Us has stepped into the awkward moments, the misunderstandings, the "I swear that wasn't my fault" situations, and taken the heat with dignity, poise, and a legally binding apology statement. From personal mishaps to corporate catastrophes, Scapegoats Are Us has your back by putting theirs on the line. Scapegoats Are Us. Our employees are the best at being the worst. Great, we love us a new sponsor. Let's get straight to it. This week we go back to the animal-centric time space that we've previously mentioned. What is the Tackett Family Zoo and Educational Outreach Facility? It is, in fact, a rescue and rehabilitation center for exotic wildlife located in Buckeye, Arizona. Not a petting zoo, not a tourist attraction, not a family fun day operation. This is a working facility where animals are rescued, rehabilitated, retrained, and ultimately redeployed into useful roles in human environments. The educational part is not for visitors, it's for the animals. They are trained in maintenance, landscape construction, security operations, pest control, waste management, environmental engineering, and any other task Thunderchild can justify on a clipboard. This is the real Tackett Family Zoo and Educational Outreach Facility. How in the world does something like this ever get started? Well, it seems that Thunderchild had a rather long commute as he lived in Buckeye and worked in Wickenburg. Anyway, at some point he started to notice that the trees along the highway were neatly trimmed up about 14 feet. But he never saw anyone doing it. And who the heck is trimming trees in the open desert? He didn't think about it much, but he did notice that he spent more time looking at the roadside than he used to. His observational skills were rewarded one morning at approximately 5:13 a.m., as right there on the edge of the mighty Hassayampa was a tower of giraffes, standing stock still, trying not to be noticed. It didn't work. While Thunderchild had never actually seen a giraffe outside of a zoo or TV screen, he did know that a tower becomes a journey the moment the first giraffe commits to forward momentum. So he moved very slowly towards them, hoping they would remain a tower of giraffes and not turn into a journey of giraffes and run away. It didn't work. What happened after that makes me wish I was allowed to show you video evidence. Alas, we'll have to make do with my description. In short, the giraffes start running away. Thunderchild breaks into a full sprint after them, in work boots and jeans, which even the giraffes found to be quite hilarious. They actually stopped to watch, but then he got too close and they started running towards him, which of course made Thunderchild turn around and run back towards his car, way too late to keep from being caught by the two giraffes that hadn't stopped, because as we all know, giraffes can't laugh and run at the same time. Once they all finished laughing at, if not with each other, they realized that there was a level of communication going on that was not normal. So for the next 13 minutes, he looked at them, and they looked at him, and nary a word was spoken. With all of the communicating going on, you might think that maybe one of the giraffes might have mentioned that they had decided to follow Thunderchild home. They did not. Surprisingly, it only took them 3 days to make it to Buckeye from Wickenburg. Having to stay hidden really slows things down. Not surprisingly, the Tackett family was quite surprised to find 7 giraffes of varying sizes in their backyard. If you spent time around the Tackett family, you know you would be included in everything, including chores. So, unsurprisingly, the new house critters were given their own set. And other than a couple, a few, several, a lot of minor issues with the neighbors, they handled them well. Well, unsurprisingly, this seems like a good time for a commercial break. Starting a new business is exciting until it isn't. Maybe your prototype caught fire. Maybe your launch party accidentally released a swarm of promotional drones into restricted airspace. Maybe your intern hit reply all on the investor update. Or maybe your accountant forgot to file something important, like taxes. At Scapegoats R Us, we understand that startups move fast, break things, and occasionally break everything. That's why our Startup Survival Division is trained to step into the chaos and take responsibility for whatever went sideways. We offer professionally crafted apology statements, on-site Fall Guy deployment, emergency narrative redirection, fake laptop fire incidents, lost shipment reenactments, and our premium, we never received that email service. Our team will absorb the blame, redirect the fallout, and keep your reputation spotless. Or at least plausible. Scapegoats are us. When your startup stumbles, we fall on purpose. Whew, wish I had known about Scapegoats are us when I started PikVille Heavy Industries. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Anyway, back to this week's story. Word got out about the good work being done amongst the other wild animals in the area, not humans so much. The neighbors were still freaked out and resistant to having wild animals eating their trees. Once they realized they didn't have any maintenance to do outside and how much money they were saving, then they decided it's cute to have Red River hogs, the ground-level sculptors, and tapers, the gentle bulldozers, clearing out paths and removing unwanted growth. And it's fun to watch the parrots, the snippers, along with the porcupines, with PPE, the precision pruners, and of course, the capuchin monkeys, the detail crew, making it all look just right. For final cleanup, who else but the miniature goats, the edible landscaping crew, saving a trip to the dump. Of course, this didn't go entirely smooth all of the time, or really much of the time, at first anyway. Which is why if you ask office manager George Jim what his favorite kind of goat is, he immediately responds, scapegoats! The fact that Thunderchild is trying to run multiple crews of highly trained wild animals all over the valley by himself, which is his default setting, by the way, doesn't help at all. Scapegoats R Us is kept very busy at this time. The critters just kept showing up, and new divisions had to be created to keep them all busy. Divisions such as landscape construction, tapers, tortoises, boars, maintenance, raccoons, capuchins, porcupines with PPE, security, emus, cassowaries, and certain parrots with attitude problems, pest control, meerkats, mongooses, and specialized snakes, waste management, capybaras, pigs, giant snails, environmental engineering, beavers, tortoises, aardvarks. With all of the new divisions and so many different kinds of critters, even Thunderchild has to agree that he cannot do it by himself. He needs help, and fast. So he puts personal ads in the Phoenix New Times, asking for people who speak animal to respond as soon as possible. And if you also have experience in any of the aforementioned categories, paid training can commence immediately. Not surprisingly, he gets many responses, most of which were wholly unqualified weirdos. They went in the don't hire, but maybe hang out with file. There were several responses from dominatrixes. They had their own file? finally, there were a few people that fit the bill near perfectly, and they were contacted quickly before they had a chance to think about what they were getting themselves into. C'est voila! Thunderchild's Wild Talent Agency and Wild Works Labor Force were born. And with the financial support of PikVille Heavy Industries and the blame management skills of Scapegoats R Us, all three entities are thriving to this day. And speaking of thriving, how about one last word from our amazing sponsor? Before the Tackett Family Zoo and Educational Outreach Facility became the well-oiled animal-powered workforce machine it is today, things were rough. New species arriving daily, training mishaps, Thunderchild experimenting with unapproved job site techniques. The startup phase was pure chaos. And through all of it, Scapegoats R Us was there, writing the apology statements, filing the incident reports, redirecting the blame when a simple training exercise turned into a multi-agency situation. The TZF and EOF pulled it together, but SRU kept them standing long enough to do it. Scapegoats R Us. We take the fall so your future can rise. So with big thanks to the Tackett family, Scapegoats R Us, and most especially the folks at Pixabay that allow us to use their sound effects and music. We wouldn't want to do this without you. Or you, dear listener. Stay heavy, man.